Noah can join when she's ready.
Bummer of a day on the internet. Jeez.
Do we have a move somebody that? Yeah, there we go.
Khari said he's going to try and hop on if he's able to as well.
That's fine. Well, people can come in when they are ready to come in, and we'll hang out till then. But hello, everybody.
Are we live?
Hello, chat. We are live.
We are live.
We are in fact live.
No one's going to say first. I'll say first. I got to go on YouTube. Screw that.
Yeah, I got to get it.
Hello.
So, let's get our tweets out, huh?
Yes.
Good call.
Sam was
promote the How About Them Celtics account. Don't be bashful.
Rui's in the chat. Hello, everybody. We wait for people to trickle in.
Shout out Rui.
I was mad as hell for a second with Rui. I thought he was saying "Go Bucks" too. I was like, "What the hell, Rui?"
He would never.
Oh, Noah, hello.
Hello, Noah. Welcome.
Hello. How's my audio?
Good.
Better in the Hawks game.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever going to be as bad as the Hawks game.
No, how do you get to Maine if you can't drive?
She's walking.
There he is. Shout out to the legend.
Wow.
Jump shot king.
What was that?
I love that. I said jump shot king. Beast.
Zach, your comment on my tweet being like drive question mark?
I was gonna say, I'm like, you can't front on the internet like that. Like someone's gotta keep that in check. That's not happening.
Drive, okay, fine, but a drive is not like you were the driver. The drive to Canada. I don't mean I drove to Canada.
Yeah, as her lawyer, she never said I'm driving.
Hey,
thank you, Bobby.
I just
got you.
I had to put it out there. Anyways, we are here. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Just kidding. I don't care. Let's get right into the action. Let's go right to it. Now, I'll go around the horn. Bobby, I start with you. You're top left for me. How is your day going? How are you doing since the last time we talked to you?
Everything's been great. Very excited for where Noah's headed, the G-League finals, and Celtics Bucks. Everyone's going to be in there, but Porzingis and Horford and Milwaukee, their core four, all probable or off the injury report entirely. So should be two good games tonight.
Yes, sir. Noah, how are you? How's the car? How's the drive so far? How close to Maine?
Still about an hour and a half from Portland. I'm so excited for this Maine game. Like, I feel like I haven't watched the last few Celtics games live because I've been in Maine, but this team is so fun to watch, and especially now that Keita signed the 15th roster spot, I'm excited to see him. He looked so good in person. Like, he just looked just like a legit NBA player compared to everybody else on the court. So, well deserved and excited to see him.
Shout out to Neemias Queta. Bobby called it. Obviously, no one else believed in it. No, everyone had it, but I forced you guys.
I thought it was going to be me. I got to be honest with you.
Nothing but doubters.
Shout out to Neemias Queta, though, for securing that 15th roster spot. Sam and I did a video on it. Obviously, I bet all of you wrote about it for the respective outlets. And I know Noah's going to Maine to cover Nemi in game one of the G-League finals tonight. So congrats to Nemi. Shout out to him. And I will say respect to him for, I mean, not that it was necessarily his choice, but like he's playing in Maine again. He wants that chip. He's ready. He could probably get minutes tonight in Milwaukee, but he wants that ring. He wants that G-League finals ring on his finger. So respect to him. Sam, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I just watched a bunch of episodes of Curb, so obviously I'm just sharp as a tool here, ready to go with my improv skills, and got 2 episodes left before I have to start crying.
There you go. Well, there you go.
It's going to be the final episode ever.
I haven't
Make
finished.
Sure to
it's already out.
One left.
Record yourself crying. I'll edit it. It'll be our new HBTC.
Bobby
intro.
and I
Justin,
shaved, Jack. You didn't get the memo?
Yeah. Team uniform, Jack.
It took me 2 months to grow this after not being
Yeah.
able to grow this for my entire life. You think I'm shaving this? You're crazy.
I think
Justin,
if you
how are you
shave it,
doing
it's
today?
supposed to come back stronger.
It is. I've heard that. That.
Yeah.
I think that is true. I don't think it's worked though. I've tried it a couple times. It hasn't worked for me at least.
I've been shaving forever.
I started shaving.
Justin, how you doing?
Yeah,
I'll let you get a word
great.
in, Justin.
I'm doing great. Just watched the Red Sox get dismantled. So doing great. We're in mid-season form.
Wait, can I just give Justin a shout out before we move on from Justin?
Please.
If you haven't read the Dick Light piece that came out today, great journalism, great story.
Thank you.
Please check it out. I'm the #1 hype man for the story, but please read it.
Thank you so much, Noah.
Maybe we can drop a link.
Everyone go check it out. I'll put it's right here.
Whoa,
the man
Jack,
behind the
you were
numbers,
so
the story
quick.
of Celtics broadcaster.
Did you have that up already?
No, I just typed in WEEI.com and it's on. I found it. So
Ooh,
I mean, it truly
okay.
is one of the most incredible crossovers ever. It's like the old generation and the new generation.
That's what we're hoping.
The
That's what
Turp
we're hoping.
bomb
The heir to the
times Dick
throne
Light.
is what we're hoping.
He's already
And I
got
just
Dick
linked in the
Light's
chat.
blessing that he is the heir apparent.
And when I was talking to Gorman, he said if there was a master's degree in stats that Dick Light would be teaching the course. I was like, all right, well, I might have to ask about this. I might have to inquire. We have to make this happen.
Shout out Bill Sy, CelticsBlog editor extraordinaire in the chat. Welcome in.
Oh, great.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to pin the comment with Justin's article link, so it'll be at the top of the comment section if you guys want to check it out. And you can just click the link there.
Good guy, Jack.
Last one around the horn. Cam, how you doing today?
I'm great. I have a big story coming out in a few days, and now I can't wait till next week when I get to be the belle of the ball.
If we have time, Cam.
Yeah, if you let me back in. No, Justin, it's good. It's good work, and also like we're proud of Justin because we got to see it in action. Like it's not something he did in a day. It's been like weeks coming of asking and asking again, and so yeah, Justin, way to land the plane because I know that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm also good because I learned that the Oklahoma City Blue roster includes a man named Kong Kong, who's from Kentucky State. He's 6'6" and 190 pounds. So that's my new favorite G-League player because
I love that.
Great name, and that's not a lot of weight for someone that tall. So
that's amazing.
I'm curious to see if Kong Kong can get into the game. Noah, report back, please.
That's big time. I love that.
All
right.
Scouting report. I don't know.
They should
actually some OKC reporters names to watch out for. He didn't come up.
Interesting. Well,
He's
we'll
the
have to see.
X-Factor.
They've been
They
saving
should
him
have
for
him and
today.
Drew Peterson just arm wrestle.
I'm not
All
curious
right.
about Drew Peterson's size and weight.
The Celtics have the
How
Bucks
much
tonight,
does he
obviously.
weigh?
Wait, Jack, hold on. We gotta do the Drew Peterson thing. There's an actor
how
named
much
Drew
does he
Peterson.
weigh?
I'm lost. Never mind. Go, Jack.
What's happening? You
Good,
lost me.
good,
I'm
We've
no idea
already,
what's
it's
going
almost like we've started pregame already.
You guys messing me up the flow. Celtics take on the Bucks tonight in Milwaukee. No Kristaps, no Al Horford. However, everyone else is healthy for the Celtics. I forgot to check the Bucks injury report, but I believe they are all good to
Giannis,
go
Middleton, and Dame are all probable to play.
Okay.
Oh,
Patrick Beverly also questionable. Respect him.
Probable.
But
Drew Peterson 6'9", 205.
Pat Bev listed as probable.
He's a very skinny guy, Drew Peterson. But we're going to be talking about playoff threats today. Obviously, we're going to start with the Bucks. Now, I know, Cam, you're very passionate about talking about the Bucks, so I was going to give the Bucks to you. However, in the interest of saving repetitive comments, my plan, and I'm happy to take feedback from everybody else because we didn't discuss this, was to spin a wheel and give you each team, the wheel. I love the one.
Yes, the wheel.
Spin a wheel. Give you each a team of the teams the Celtics could potentially run into in the playoffs, and I would want two answers from you. I would want one: how many games do you think they take off the Celtics in a series?
Okay.
And two, do you think them themselves will win their first round series? So, in the interest of all of you guys probably saying, "Oh, the Celtics will beat them in 5 and 6 every time," because respectfully, the Celtics are a wagon. I want to know how much you believe in this team in the playoffs individually, not just comparable to the Celtics. But as I said, Cam, you were very passionate about talking Bucks. Noah will maybe rejoin us. Oh, there she is. Eventually. So I'm going to let you start, Cam, with the Bucks. And I'll let you say, one, how many games do you think they'd take off the Celtics in a series? And two, do you think they will win their first round matchup wherever they land?
Wait, so I don't even do the wheel?
You were very passionate about the Bucks. You came in here saying, I want to talk crap about Dame. So I wanted to give you that platform to talk about.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I guess I misunderstood the prompt. I thought we were doing player frauds because Damian Lillard, as best I can tell, is one of the biggest frauds out there.
Lump it in, please.
But so that's different than my analysis of the Bucks. Let me try this on for size as someone who did not watch last night's UConn Purdue game. It seems like UConn didn't guard Edie that much, and they just guard every other player on Purdue. And Purdue was 1 for 7 from 3. And I feel like that's how the Celtics can play the Bucks. It's kind of like the old Carmelo Anthony at the Garden standard. Like, let Giannis get his and then just guard everyone else. Because even if Giannis averages 40 points a game, it's not going to be enough if the Celtics defend the way they're capable of on the perimeter. So I'm interested in that model. And to that end, we've seen this. We saw this in Boston. Like when the stink is this bad, believe it, right? Like we've spent time covering the Celtics being like, yeah, it looks pretty bad, but they'll figure it out. And I just feel like there's more instances where the team does not figure it out in NBA history than they do. So let's believe the stink around the Bucks. Now, Dame is mid Can I? I'm not going to swear yet. We're trying to monetize
You
this
can
thing.
curse.
No, we're going to monetize on YouTube, baby.
Nah, it's fine. I think if you don't swear within the first minute of the video, you're fine.
Oh, I thought it was 10 minutes. Well, I'll come back around. And
Or 10
regardless.
anyways, so fuck it.
Yeah, we made it.
Hey, there we go.
Damian Lillard is just bad at defense. Damian Lillard is statistically one of the worst defenders in the entire NBA, and he consistently has been his entire career. Like, as in Bradley Beal is a better defender than Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard is also old, and he's got a lot of miles on him. I just think that Derek White is going to run him ragged, first of all. And anytime the Celtics get in a little bit of trouble when they hunt too much. I think, Noah, you've been on that before. Sometimes they get out of rhythm because they're hunting mismatches a little too hard. I just don't think that there's any way that they can hide Dame Lillard. I mean, whether it was Isaiah or Khari or Kemba, maybe I just have PTSD from the Celtics having a point guard that just is a huge sieve on defense. But Damian Lillard is going to be baby food all series long, to say nothing of the other Bucks who don't seem to know what's going on here. So, yeah, Dame time. I'm sorry. I bet 100 times out of 100, if the Bucks could, they would not do the Dame trade, because not only is it not working out, but Drew Holiday landing in Boston is an unbelievable disaster if you're the Bucks. So it's a series that could go 7 games. Giannis is the best player in that series, and it's not close. But at the end of the day, if the Celtics do not beat the Bucks, that is a massive indictment of the Celtics, because they are definitely the more talented team and have far fewer glaring flaws. So either the Celtics flushed the mouse in just like a big bad way, or Giannis went God mode. Otherwise, give me Celtics in 5.
There you go. So my other question: do the Bucks make it out of the first round?
Who are they playing?
Whoever. Like, you can say, I think they beat this team.
Is Indiana like broken or something?
In what sense?
Right now.
Like they stopped being good again?
They're 7-3 in their last 10.
Okay, that's fine. It seems like Indiana gives Milwaukee a lot of problems. I don't think Milwaukee can run with the best of them. And then that Orlando team, I don't want to step on anyone's toes here, but athletic, long, and probably like so immature they don't even know how big the moment is. So if you run into the Magic, they might punch you in the jaw and they didn't even notice. So the Bucks definitely make it out of the first round. The best player wins out, and Giannis is having an insane season quietly. But they don't beat the Celtics.
All right, there you go. All right, let's go in a circle here. I'll go to Bobby next. Bobby, you are a victim to the wheel, though, so we're gonna spin the wheel.
I'm more
We're
looking
gonna
at it
give
like
you
a
team.
Spin.
Give you a team to talk about.
I mean,
Wheel.
Who does
Cam
Bobby get?
had to
Obviously,
consider giving up the Bucks to spin the wheel.
Yeah, but you know I feel about Dame time.
I know you weren't going to, but come on now. The wheel is a staple.
Bobby.
Oh, that's
Indiana
That
Pacers.
sound effects. Fantastic.
They did recently pick up a huge win against the Miami Heat. So no, they're not broken. This team is going to be exhausting for anyone to play against. Doesn't matter who they draw. With that pace, their ability to generate second chances consistently, that's a tough matchup. At the same time, even with bringing in Siakam at the deadline, I don't think they're balanced enough to get out of the first round. The East, there's just too much competition there that I think they're going to lose in the first round, but in a very competitive series that takes something out of whoever their opponent is going into the second round.
All right. So you do think they will get out of the first round? Is that what you're saying?
No, I do not.
Okay, you don't think?
I think that it might even go the distance the first round. I think they're going to take a toll on whoever they play, and that's going to impact them, especially at the start of round 2, whoever their opponent is that beats them in round 1. But the Pacers, really tough. I just don't think they're balanced enough to win even in the opening round.
Gotcha. So, I'll take it a step further then for the Pacers. Do you think they avoid the play-in? Currently, the Pacers are 1 game up on the Sixers. Pacers in 6th, Sixers in 7th, and 1.5 games up, or excuse me, 2.5 games up on the Heat. So that's probably not out there, but only 1 game up on the rolling Sixers now. Do you think they stay out of the play-in and stay in that 6th seed?
I'll roll the dice that they fall into the play-in tournament. I think the best case scenario for the Celtics, it's not why I'm picking it, but it just so happens to coincide. Avoiding Philly in round 1 is ideal for Boston, regardless of their recent playoff history. So I think that would be a nice reward, if you will, for the Celtics for being the 1 seed, not having to draw the most difficult of your 3 most likely potential matchups. And then when it comes to the Sixers, as you mentioned, They've been really good with Embiid back in the mix, and the minutes that he's logged since returning, that alone is impressive enough. They might get DeAnthony Melton back soon. He's going to be questionable for Tuesday's game. I like the pieces they've brought in from Oubre to Kyle Lowry, who are all contributing. This is a really difficult Philly team that with Embiid back in the fold and playing the way that he has, that's a legitimate championship contender and one of the top threats to Boston.
Alrighty. There you go. There's the Pacers roundup. Noah, I know you're in the car, but you are not safe from the wheel either. I'll throw it up here on the screen. We'll see what team you'll be talking about right now. If StreamYard would cooperate and allow me to share the wheel. Here we go.
I want to say so far, nobody has talked about the team that they were called on.
Everyone talked about it a little.
And then they went down the whole list.
It's a little bit of a rabbit hole. Noah, Cavaliers. Again, the two questions. One, how many games do you think they take off the Celtics in a series? And two, do you think they'll make it out of their own first-round matchup, whoever they may face?
Okay, Cavaliers have been a disaster as of late. Like, it actually might look like the preferred first-round matchup to teams just because of the way that the second half of their season has gone. Like, they went on that phenomenal run where they won like 18 of 20 games or something like that, and then yeah, they've just looked really, really tough the last couple of weeks. I still think they have talent, and they have Donovan Mitchell. He's a guy that is going to make, potentially have some big games, but based on what we saw from them last year versus the Knicks, and based on what we're seeing from them right now, and just like that locker room looks a little bit broken, like, it seems like they're dropping really winnable games and everyone's upset and they're kind of dealing with a lot of problems at the wrong time. I think that's a 5-game series for Boston. To me, looking at the Celtics, and this kind of again touches on some other teams as well, but the fact that their reward for having the best record in the league by 15 games or whatever it's going to end up being is Miami or Philadelphia, very likely. Like, it kind of is a little bit of a bummer because a team like the Cavaliers to me would be a preferred first-round matchup, and like that's just not how it's going to shake out based on the way that the first half of the season went. But yeah, they don't concern me. I don't think they're going to get out of the first round, honestly. I don't know in the standings right now. Who are they matched up against the way that it currently looks? Is it Indiana?
If the playoffs started right now, the Cavs would play the Knicks in the first round at the 4-5.
Oh yeah, I would pick the Knicks in 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Keep in mind, Knicks and Magic have the same record.
Yeah.
Bobby, you're so rooted in facts right now.
I got you.
Speculating, and you're really pulling out the facts.
That's what I do.
I love it. All right. There's the Cavs. Sam, you're next up. I'll go to the wheel here once again. Cavs going to be off the wheel.
Who's it going to be?
Let's see. 1 of 4.
Jack, you know who you would like this to land on.
Too bad.
No, that sucks.
You get
the whole chat just missed out on an absolute blast.
I'll take the Magic if you want to punt.
No. The Orlando Magic, the
here.
third place Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic, who could very well leapfrog the Bucks tonight, should the Celtics win. And Orlando's a team that's played the Celtics really well. Over the last couple seasons, I know they had won, I want to say 3-4 in a row after they beat them in the in-season tournament. Orlando came to town. After that, Celtics took care of them. They played with a chip on their shoulder, and they made their presence known. They're like, look at this. We are the best team. We're going to play like it. No more giving up free wins to the Magic. And they took care of business in back-to-back games. One of them, they started Lamar Stevens at center. And this is after they got killed by Mo Wagner in Orlando. They certainly took it more seriously. They played at a level that they're going to play at in the postseason. And they looked like a team that's ready to go. Orlando is one of the few teams towards the top of the East that isn't in the absolute worst form you'll ever see. They're 6-4 over the last 10. They won their last game, but the Celtics should still be able to take them Celts in 4, which would have been my pick no matter who you gave me on the wheel.
So
just for content.
First round thoughts on the Magic, though, regardless of opponent. I know it's tough to know.
Well, they would play the Pacers if it started today.
Mm-hmm.
I think whoever they end up playing in the first round, they are going to give a tough fight to, unless it's the Celtics, which probably won't happen. But if it does, I think they got out of the first round, though. Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Inexperience could catch them. In fairness, it's tough.
It is tough.
Can you stop chatting about the fucking Knicks? OG isn't even fucking playing. I don't care how good they are.
For context.
I know.
OG's back. Context though, Andrew
Is
is
he
a Knicks
back?
fan,
He's back.
and Andrew only talks
Wow,
about the Knicks
egg
in our
on
chat.
my
Like
face.
this isn't Sam just yelling at a random chatter. Andrew is
No.
a consistent Knicks fan who
All I
understands
saw
skin.
was OG wasn't coming back. My bad. There we go.
Okay,
Well,
Justin.
they'll still
You
lose.
might be thinking of Julius Randle.
Well,
Justin,
that's
you
a
ready for the
blessing,
wheel?
'cause he
Oh,
sucks.
I'm ready.
Let's see.
Love this thing.
Let's see what we got. Andrew gets his wish. Justin, the Knicks, again, how many games would they take off the Celtics in a series? And do you think they themselves are going to get out of the first round, depending on who they play?
I think we're having this conversation like a couple of months ago. It looks completely different, but obviously things have changed drastically with their health. And I'm sorry, Andrew, this is his name, right? Andrew? The
Mhm.
Knicks don't
You don't
stand a
have to be
snowball.
sorry.
They don't stand a snowball's chance in hell of winning a game against the Celtics.
love
They are
this.
just not the same team. They aren't without Randall. OG's still banged up, and with him missing so much time, you got to worry about his conditioning coming back. I mean, like I said, if we're having this conversation right around the trade deadline, I think people are looking at a Knicks Celtics potential Eastern Conference Finals. That's changed drastically now, and I just don't see them even taking a game off the Celtics. Now, when you're looking at the first round as a whole, they'd play the Cavs right now. And as Noah said, the Cavs have been kind of a disaster. So I think with Brunson, they could possibly get out of the first round with the win over the Cavs, but they're not beating the Celtics in any game, in my opinion.
Can we
Mm.
Those
So you
idiots
think-
all looked right at the eclipse yesterday.
What'd you say, Noah?
I think there's no way the Knicks would get swept by any team this playoffs. I
Agreed.
think they're the second most difficult outside of Philadelphia and Miami. I would say they're the most Brunson's gonna win a game or two in any series, in my opinion. I think they've looked really good at points, and if they have OG back now, like Randall not being around to me is like
Good.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. They don't have some big idiot fumbling around and turning the ball over.
Well, I
There
don't
you
Not
go.
playing defense.
endorse that, but
All right. We do have two teams left. And so here's what I'm going to do. Do we want to do double wheel or do we want to just throw it over to everybody in here? Yeah.
What are the two teams?
Philly and Miami. So two important teams that we should definitely talk about. So I'll throw it to the floor here. We can start with Philly. Embiid is back. He has been playing lately. Philly just beat the Spurs the other night without Embiid, but Tyrese Maxey decided to drop a 50 bomb. I'll leave it to the crowd. You don't have to raise your hand. It's in a classroom, but just take turns. What do we think of Philly? How many games do we think they take off the Celtics? And will they make it out of the play-in and or the first round, et cetera, et cetera?
Just
I
a
think
point of
Phil-
clarity, Noah's not driving, nor is she drinking.
I know I'm reading.
No
all
one
this
should drink and drive.
I
can't-
assume
can't
Michael Hilly
decide.
knew that.
This is iced tea, and I'm not driving. I just really want to.
She can't even drive. Okay, Bobby, go.
Cam, come on, come on, man.
I think Philly is the most difficult challenge for the Celtics. Unless the Miami Heat go full Michael Myers once again, I think it's the Sixers with Embiid back in the mix. That is an improved roster compared to a year ago, especially getting Buddy Hield at the deadline. That's a better kick-out option than most of who he had a season ago. And so, that team, it's an improved roster with an MVP candidate. I understand the recent history between the two, and I would pick the Celtics to win this series. But you look up and down the East, that's a balanced team. Embiid, his first game back without Maxey on the floor, he had 7 assists. And you can talk to me about the Thunder being shorthanded, but for him to make an impact in an area that's consistently killed the Sixers in the playoffs, his inability to elevate the performance of his teammates at the offensive end, that's huge. And the shape that he seems to be in, he definitely lost weight. All of these factors suggest that the Sixers are going to be a really difficult out for anyone. So I look at them as a legitimate championship contender and the most difficult potential opponent for Boston.
Any other thoughts on Philly?
I guess who's their third best player?
I think it's
Bennett?
by committee. It's
D
more
ball
that the
Paul.
depth has improved. And if they get Melton back and he looks good, that's a 3-and-D wing right there, especially on the defensive side of the ball in particular from that description. But you look at just adding players like a Kelly Oubre to the mix. Lowry has done well since going home to Philly. It's a better roster than a year ago. So are the Celtics, obviously. And I'm picking Boston to win that series. But that is a Philly team that I think would be a bear to deal with.
I mean, I don't disagree, but the counterfactual is their best reserves are Kelly Oubre and a 39-year-old Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry was drafted during the Bush administration. Like, there's just I love Lowry.
You love that line too.
I love that line. Well, I just really love the Bush administration. I just, for the YouTube crowd now, I respect Embiid's game. Again, he's the best player in that series too. It comes back to like the Celtics are just radically deeper than the Bucks or the Heat or the Sixers here. So unless their depth has like a Cinderella run, I don't get how you could get 4 wins out of that.
Okay, but Maxi's a better player, and Embiid, I think, might do a better job this postseason of elevating his teammates. And again, that's not to pick Philly to win, but you go up and down the East, and I think the Sixers are probably the most difficult opponent the Celtics could draw.
For what it's worth, when Embiid was playing and he was in an MVP type form to start the season, Celtics did a pretty good job defending him. In both the games against the Celtics, he didn't crack 30 points. He actually had a 20-point game against them in the one that Boston won. And, you know, the Celtics have a billion bodies now to throw at him too. So the foul thing might not be as much of an issue. And also the rules have changed, so you're going to see less Mickey Mouse foul calls for Embiid too. Interested to see how it goes. But I agree with Bobby where they added depth. And before he went down, they were playing really well with him. They were 26-8 before Embiid got hurt, and they were a real pain in the ass. They did beat the Celtics in the regular season. And for what it's worth, they have played them well, even without Embiid. That game at the Garden was far too close. Actually, both of them were. So I think Philly has a shout, but it's still Philly. They still never beat Boston. Last year felt like it was going to be the best chance, and they blew it. So I don't know.
Justin, Noah, any thoughts?
Is Noah frozen? Or
no? I don't know.
That's just polite.
No, I was going to let you go first.
Oh, all right. You got it. You got it.
We're too nice here. We're too
This
nice.
is the Tillman thing all over again.
I know, right?
Amazing.
I bet a little delay here.
Justin, share your thoughts on Philly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Bobby. I think they are one of the more scary teams that you could see, just because the Eastern Conference to me is not necessarily like full of talent. Like when you look at it, I don't think like Miami, unless they pull out their black magic that they're accustomed to doing in the postseason, I don't think there's really any reason to fear them, especially now with Kristaps Porzingis. Like they've had an answer for all the defenses they've thrown at them, all the zones and whatnot. They used to haunt the Celtics, don't haunt them anymore. So I'm not really concerned about Miami. I think Philly is one that you look at, and you look at Nick Nurse now at the helm there, and he's a championship coach. As annoying as he is, he's been there. He's won a championship. So I don't think we can lose sight of that. So I think Philly is one of the more ones I'd be worried about, but I still think I'd be a little bit more concerned of Milwaukee than I would Philly, just because I think Milwaukee's more talented.
Okay. Noah, Philly thoughts.
Yeah, I think Philly is a really good team, honestly. And if you look at the win percentage, I think they're like 78, 79% win percentage with Embiid playing. With Batum in particular, like he's played really well with him. Like he's been a great connector piece for them. I don't think Kelly Oubre is like the best third option in the league, but he also has had his share of success this season. So to me, like I just want to remind everyone, like this is a similar Philly team minus Harden, which I think hurts and helps. That was up 3-2 against the Celtics, right? I know that's a different Celtics team and everything, but I feel like sometimes like the Celtics media and like community and everything, like fan base, is like, oh, we own the Sixers. Like, we've owned the Sixers for so long. And it's like, they were a couple minutes away from beating the Celtics last year, right? So I do think, like, we should that team should be taken seriously, especially with how good they've been with Embiid. They've just been a completely different team without him, and that's the only reason why they're not one of the top few seeds in the conference right now. And I think, honestly, like, I'll just put some respect on all the teams' names, because I do think, like, even teams like Milwaukee that have been playing really poorly, like, it wouldn't shock me if they were able to string together some good performances just off of like Giannis dominating. We don't know how Porzingis is going to hold up in some of these matchups. Like he's not the primary guy guarding Embiid or Giannis, obviously, but you know that's a different component of things. So like you really want Al out there for those, but then how does that affect things? So I just like I'll just say maybe I'm a little bit less confident than you guys on just like all of these matchups being really easy, just because at the end of the day it's like the NBA playoffs, and I think we're going to be a little bit surprised what we see. Even things like the Hawks series last year, everybody thought it was going to be a sweep. You know, that was a 6-game series, almost 7, right? So just like, I think in general, things might be a little bit harder when it's actually like in effect than what we're doing right now. We're just like speculating a little bit.
For sure. All right, last team. We'll do quick hitters from everybody on the Miami Heat. I'll do the same rotation. Cam, give us your quick thoughts on the Miami Heat. Again, thoughts on how many games they take off the Celtics, etc. Will they make it out of the play-in? All that good stuff in like 3 sentences or something.
I think that Joe Mazzulla has done a really stellar job of building a connection and understanding with his players. And if we're being honest with ourselves, he got outcoached in a big way last time around. And I don't see that being as much of a factor here. So with respect to the great Eric Spoelstra, I don't think Boston is in as much of a, not necessarily coaching deficit, but just like the rhythm that Miami was able to put together and Boston was not. I don't see that playing out the same way. So Turp said it best, the black magic. I mean, I think I'm very fearful of Pat Riley, but I think Boston has a different dynamic this time around.
All righty, Bobby, thoughts on the Heat?
Yeah, I mean, to your point about Joe Mazzulla's growth, his team nearly became the first one in NBA history last year to erase a 3-0 deficit. And that was with him just being, as he describes it, in survival mode. Now he's grown and has had to been able to put more of his imprint on the Celtics and fill out a coaching staff that's become one of the best in the league compared to being thin last postseason. So to me, I think that is noteworthy for sure. The Miami Heat, I think they've regressed in a lot of ways. Quite frankly, my biggest concern about playing Miami is that they have a reputation for crossing the line in terms of dirty pool. And so you can look at the glaring example being Dwayne Wade pulling down Rondo and breaking his elbow. And, you know, they're certainly not afraid to do that. And especially if they view that as their best possible path to getting past the Celtics, you're not going to put it past them. I remember people saying, you know, former players after the Jaylen Brown, Duncan Robinson incident earlier this season, that Miami will file that away and have something in store for Brown the next time they see him. So that's what you have to worry about, is not necessarily losing to the Heat, but making it out of that series healthy.
That's a good point.
Oh,
I'm so sick of these guys, man.
Sam, thoughts?
Can the script writers get creative? Quit giving us the Heat, man. I hate the Heat. I despise the Heat.
That's your only thoughts on the Heat? I hate them. That's what you got?
I mean, it feels like the Celtics have played them a lot better this year. In all seriousness, like jokes aside, it was a rough start on the home opener when Bam was having anything he wanted. But since then, they figured it out with him. Porzingis dominated both games down in Miami. I will say, to Bobby's point, that floor at the Casillas Center, the former crypto scam arena, whatever it was, try to take Porzingis' life a couple times. They may be dirty down there. I'm not a fan. I would like not to see Miami. I would like not to see Philly. Be sick if they played Atlanta. It'd be awesome.
There you go. Justin, thoughts on the Heat?
I'd rather see Chicago, but that works too.
Good
but
pull.
Chicago would be the better one. Chicago would easily be the best one.
Good answer.
But aside from the January game when the Celtics blew out the Heat, they've really played them tough. Like the Super Bowl Sunday, they played them tough. The home opener, they played them tough. But every time they've gone to Miami, Kristaps Porzingis has just owned them. They've had no answer for him. So I don't think it's like a matter of the Celtics winning the series, but I do think Miami would make them work. But the thing I like about it is that it's going to test them right away. Like they're going to have to be wide awake right away. Their alertness will be ready to go right from the start, which is kind of the reason I want to see them in the first round. Like you want a reason, like they've been saying all year, #different here. Well, what better way to go out and prove it than beat the Miami Heat in the first round convincingly?
There you go. All right, Noah, welcome back. Thoughts on the Heat? Quick thoughts if you your connection will support it.
From what I caught from Justin, I would just agree. I would love to. I think that would be a good like morale boost to start the playoffs with a Heat series. Come back, win in 5. I think the Heat is like just like a complete crapshoot right now as far as trying to figure out like what we're gonna see there.
Alrighty, there you go. I think that does it for our talk. We can move on to game time if y'all are ready. Should we play a game? And get into the game time. We change the branding. Sam, you can put on the music.
Cue up the Ducks.
Put on the Ducks.
Music.
That's the best part.
DJ LaFrance.
I don't actually have the music that I uploaded.
Yeah, it's because it's in the Celtics section.
Yeah, in the Celtics one.
Okay.
Steamy. It's like date night in here.
All righty. So I don't need to move you guys into teams for this first game. So earlier this week, I texted all of you and I asked you for a random Celtics player. Yes?
Yep.
I didn't know if I was allowed to divulge that or not.
Oh yeah. I asked all of you for a random Celtics player. I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to go one by one. The rest of you are going to have to try to play. It's effectively 20 questions to get the player. You don't have to you can ask more than 20 questions. We're going to go, and whoever player takes the most questions to guess
Was the most random.
wins the game, and they win the game.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
wish I knew what the game was.
So are you going to answer the questions?
the person whose player it is will answer the questions, but if they have I can help you answer the question effectively. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know
Alright.
the answer, I will
Lay down the law. No bad answers to the questions, because then you could just make yourself win. Like you could
Yeah.
be vague on purpose.
Yeah, don't
Everyone have honor.
don't fucking
Okay.
lie. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No,
Everyone
Everybody
have
have
honor.
All right, whose player are we doing first? Spin that wheel. Let's see.
Are we supposed to say that when you do that?
Next time, Cam.
All right, Justin, you're up.
Oh,
Welcome to the
I
hot
think I'm
seat,
always
buddy.
last. I like
Welcome to me.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna full screen this and hopefully it works. I'll put all the questions here just so you guys have some, you remember what you asked, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll go around the horn here. I'll start with Sam, then
Do they-
Bobby, then Cam.
Do they
then
have to be
Noah.
yes or no questions?
They all have to be yes or no questions. You can ask anything. You can, if Sam wanted to fire off a guess and try to figure out who Justin said on the first one, he can, but that'd be a terrible idea. So I wouldn't
You got it,
recommend
Sam.
that. So like I said, we're going to go into the little diamond we have on the screen here. Sam, Bobby, Cam, Noah, we'll go around the horn, ask questions until you guys figure out who Justin picked. Again, it is the only stipulation I gave you all. I asked the same question. Any player who has ever played for the Celtics. That is the
Ever. Okay.
any player who has ever played for the Celtics. So Sam, ask your first yes or no only question.
Okay.
If it's
Ask
not a
what
yes
his
or no
name is.
question, if it's not a yes or no question, Justin, just say yes or no to it, and you can have a reframe. I was in court all day. Can you tell? Sam, ask your questions.
Classic.
Does this
sport.
person or did this person wear a number less than 12?
no.
Oh, that's a good question, Sam.
Don't worry about it.
All right, Bobby, go.
Did this person play for the Celtics between the years 2000 and 2010?
No.
Oh. My turn.
Yep.
Did this person win a title with the Celtics?
No.
Noah, you're up.
Go ahead. Ask a yes or no question.
Was this person on the team in the Jaylen Brown and forward era, Jaylen Brown and Tatum era?
No.
What years are we working with here?
It's a real.
Any Celtic ever?
So
Yeah, we haven't learned much yet.
I would say
All
that
right,
it's
Sam.
probably someone between 2011 and Jaylen Brown getting drafted.
I'm trying to think of some good guesses here. Hold on.
Or some from the 90s.
It's tough though.
If you pull out of the 90s, Justin,
No. Oh, I wasn't around
The
then.
black hole, the
I
black
was
hole
not
of
going
Celtics
there.
history.
Did this person spend more than 3 seasons with the Celtics?
No.
Okay.
So it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
I do want to start guessing names. Is there a
Yeah.
repercussion for being wrong on a guess?
No,
Well,
it
it
just
gives-
adds a
it-
guess to
it
the total.
boosts
Just
his
helps
score.
Justin.
Oh, should we turn
Justin's
off
like,
the chat?
please guess. Yeah, I would turn off the chat. That's probably good. Just turn off the chat. Respectfully. No one's cheating, but respectfully.
But I like the chat. All right, Bobby, go.
Did the Celtics draft this player?
Ooh, great question.
You guys have yet to get a
Is
yes.
this player still in the league?
No. It didn't last long. Gave you a little hint there.
Oh, is it Fab Mello?
You can't guess yet. Go ahead, Noah.
R.I.P. Cam.
Justin, you don't have to answer that.
Nope.
Objection. Sustained.
Oh, this man was in court.
That is all I heard today. The amount of fucking sidebars these attorneys had. I was ready to rip my hair out. Go ahead, Noah. Ask a question.
Justin, I would have loved to see you at jury duty. I mean, Jack.
Nice. Maybe fucking alternate. Didn't even matter. It was useless.
It's international.
He is.
Oh.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh.
Was this Greg Steedsma?
International.
That's not international.
Greg Steedsman not international?
Isn't he from like
Moron. Everyone clap it up. Sorry.
Jack,
I know who it
1v1 me
is.
trivia.
No.
Bobby,
I don't know
go.
how to spell this guy's name.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
So that was Sam who guessed. Is it Greg Steamsma?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Throwing the
PTSD
game
to
away.
trivia.
International. We have the window and didn't play with Jaylen Brown.
Nope.
It's a good one, Justin.
Thank you.
What was his first year with the Celtics? Can we do that?
That's a yes or no question.
Okay. Sticklers.
Jack, you're so good at Excel. Look at you.
This is impressive.
Basically an accountant.
That's resume right there.
I'm
Yeah.
literally just pressing.
Uh-oh. We're running out of questions here. All right, Bobby, go.
All right, I'm going to throw out a guess. Is it Gigi Datome?
That was what I was going to guess.
Holy moly, this guy's good.
Yeah.
Bobby, that's excellent.
It does sound like
Bingo.
Cam. If it wasn't me, it was going to be you.
Yeah.
Nice.
for
Alrighty.
sure.
Good guess.
So that took you guys 10 questions. So Justin gets a score of 10. I'll put it next to his
Nice.
name,
Well done,
his little
Turpin.
Twitter thing on the screen, so you guys know what the scores you're trying to beat is. You see a little 10 on Justin's face, and it is time to go back to the wheel. Let's go.
Let's go.
Who's next up?
Spin that.
That wheel.
Wheel.
Come on, everyone.
All right, Bobby. Welcome to the hot seat.
This is gonna be some shit right here.
This is going to be some shit right here. I'm just going to say, I would maybe Cam. I'd be astonished if someone other than Sam figured this out. But Cam, you're second on the odds board.
Don't.
I forgot
Okay.
who you picked. I forgot who you picked.
Bobby, I couldn't even handle a compliment on my hair. I don't want that kind of pressure.
I had to go back to our
Believe in
text,
you.
Bobby, because I forgot to write yours in my little document.
This is-
Okay,
You little black boy.
Bobby's turn. Bobby's turn. We can switch up the order here just so you guys aren't asking questions in the
Oh, I
same
wanted
order.
to pull from half court.
Let it fly.
Justin, please, Justin. First question. Bobby's player.
Share
Did
the,
he play?
sheet.
Did he play in the?
Oh yes, thank you.
Did he play in the 2000s?
No.
Damn.
Do you include the 20 teens in that, or did you mean the aughts? Did you mean
I
the
meant
21st century?
Yes.
So he didn't
no?
play in the 21st century.
So I will eliminate, because it's in my best interest, I will eliminate 2000 to 2010.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
freaking lawyer. All right, guys, ask really good questions.
Wait, so he could have played in 2010 to now.
Correct.
Correct.
We got to burn one on that.
I was about to tap out if this was in the 80s or 90s, so I'm back.
It might be.
Yeah, you
Look
never
at him
know.
over there.
All right,
Yeah.
Noah, your question.
You guys aren't gonna like the guy I had picked.
Did he play with Paul Pierce?
No, what kind of question is that?
No, that's actually a good question.
I don't know, that eliminates some here.
Paul Pierce spans across 3 decades. Don't worry.
Bobby, you want me to Google it for you?
I'm pulling it up. I got it, Jack. Just give
Oh
me-
well, he had to waffle. Okay, sorry, no, I gave you.
He did have
crap.
to look.
Hey, you've come at it a couple times now.
He did not play with Paul Pierce.
Okay, wait. So he didn't play between 2000 and 2009, but you had to think about whether or not he played with Paul Pierce.
Correct.
Wow, I can't believe Bobby didn't Nad Kristich. Okay, Sam, you're up.
That counts.
That doesn't count.
No, you didn't answer the question. Go ahead.
Bobby,
say
this
that.
doesn't count because you've already eliminated this person. When I was going to pull from half, I was going to say Mark Blount.
That would have been electric. Trivia legend Mark Blount.
Nice, yeah.
Go ahead, Sam. What's your question?
Did this person wear a number less than 13?
No.
Okay.
Most of the whatever. Geez, I'm really hung up on the responsibility that I'm somehow supposed to get this.
Second on the Vegas odds.
Are they still in the league?
No.
Did they spend more than a season with the Celtics?
Phenomenal question, Justin. They did not.
Ooh, wah wah wee wah. Okay.
Well, we won.
What does that even mean?
Borat.
Whose turn is it?
I'm not allowed,
you-
I'm not allowed to go at Noah, so someone has to tell her.
What was that?
Your turn.
It's your turn for a question.
I'm out of these games. God, I hate trivia.
She's like, hey, the connection's not working. Go to someone else.
But yeah, right. someone else go? I can't see the questions on my phone. That's the problem.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'm not getting sensitive information here. Oh, thank you.
Clutch.
No problem.
Were they on the team since Jaylen Brown was drafted? I'm just gonna go with that one again.
No.
So it was between Pierce and Jaylen Brown. Is this player?
And not in the 2000s. So that.
So
Those are the 20 teens.
Go ahead, Sam.
Was this player a center?
Yes.
Oh, getting warmer.
Go ahead, Cam.
Is it Tyler Zeller again? Wait, so do we think we've established that this player played in the 20 teens? When was Pierce drafted? 99?
You have not established when this individual played for the Celtics.
So it wasn't in the aughts. They didn't play with Pierce, but Bobby had to think about it. So it could be a late 90s center or early 20-teen center, I think.
Pierce debuted in the 98-99 season. He played here until 2013.
And it would have been a center that played a season, less than a season with the Celtics.
I think. I have like a few guesses.
That's all.
Sam might have it.
I mean, what are we at?
I think it's too early for Sam to know yet, though.
It's 8 guesses.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
I mean, for the sake of time, I got to get out of here at 7. So, jeez Louise.
What do you have at 7?
Whoa. Did Vin Baker play with Paul Pierce?
We have pregame at 7 too, so we do have to leave by 7.
Pregame at 7 too.
Respectfully.
Well, we could just save this. This is a fun game. We can just save some for next week. Bobby, did this player play before the year 2000?
Yes.
Guess it's
Sam
up to me then. Jack wasn't even alive. I mean, Justin wasn't even alive.
I was not alive.
Bill could get you the question that leads to the answer.
All right, Noah left, so the order is out of whack. But whose turn is it to ask? I believe Sam's or Justin.
No,
Turpin.
Justin.
Turpin.
Was this player international?
Yes.
All right. See, I feel like that helped us last time. So.
Is this Potapenko?
No.
Vitaly Potapenko, is that who you're talking about?
That guy, yeah.
No.
Okay, so an international center who played for the Celtics in the 90s.
And he did not play with Pierce. It's not Dino, so don't guess that.
Noah just messaged connections cooked. So
You sure it's not Dino?
It's not, because he left when Patino came, and Patino was like trying to trade him.
I don't know any of the late 90s international centers other than Vitaly Potapenko, who I'm pretty sure played with
This is a
Paul Pierce.
catastrophe.
Are they European?
Yeah, Justin asked if they're international. Yes, they are.
Well, they make international people outside.
I know. Yes, they're European. The
Wait,
90s,
dude,
it was
since
pretty
when?
limited where the talent pool was coming from.
Hakeem Olajuwon was a foreign center in the 90s.
I said it was limited, not exclusive.
Hey, Justin, you're up.
you guys can concede whenever. And I'll
Full
just give Bobby a
transparency,
50.
I'm checking the comments to see what's cooking over there.
Oh, you
No,
can
that's
check
fine.
him because you're not trying to guess.
No one's gotten it. No one's gotten it.
Was his number more or less than 50?
You gotta ask yes or no.
Oh.
Reframe.
Yes
Just
or
ask him
no?
his-
Yes,
Yak
was
is
his-
audit. Yak's going back to court tomorrow.
Yeah.
Was his number
Just hanging
was
out.
his number
Newbie.
over 50?
Yes.
I'm trying here, fellas.
If you guys concede, I'll just give Bobby a 50 for questions.
Well, I thought this was 20 questions. Isn't that?
Oh, you're
max
right.
score
We'll
20?
just. You're
We'll
right.
give him a-
You're
we'll
right.
give
Yeah.
him a
Okay. We'll go to
50.
20. We'll go to 20. Well, I mean,
We'll give up just so we can have the other players.
right now you get to 20.
No. Let's get to 20 and then
Okay,
we'll-
all right. Jack, Bobby, you can both answer this. Was this player an answer in Talking C's trivia?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Was it Dino?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Speeds it up though, Cam, so it's a good guess.
Your question, Justin.
Did this player play before 1995?
No.
All right. We got like 5 years in between there we can figure out.
Oh man.
None of which I was around for.
You said it wasn't a trivia answer, right?
Correct.
It was not.
Was Eric Montross, he was a question recently for you guys?
I don't think he's ever been an answer.
Foreign.
Guess that, Sam.
Is he foreign?
It's not Eric Montross.
Well, you didn't guess it, so.
Yeah, it sounded like you did, Cam.
It's on my turn.
Was this
No.
player bald?
No.
Oh, no, wait. Scott Pollard's not foreign. Man, I don't know. Also not 90s. I think we got to concede. We'll take the full 20.
Just concede.
All right, concede.
Who was it?
Bobby.
Zon Tabak.
No, I would not have got this. No, I wouldn't.
Double
I don't-
nickel,
I'm not
number
mad 'cause I
55.
wouldn't have got it.
Who, by the way, in pulling up his basketball reference page, NBA champion Zon Tabak with the Houston Rockets.
Really?
The Hakeem Olajuwon
More you
Houston
know.
Rockets?
Correct.
Well, get out of town. Small world.
All righty.
Damn, my news is cooked.
We'll get to each of you. I'm just gonna.
Well, do we have
do
another
this.
game after this?
We did, so we
You
can
wanna just
skip
end
and then
on this,
save the
Jack?
others for after this, or we can end on.
Yeah,
this.
let's save it. We'll do this next week or
How long do
sometime
you need
soon.
to get into a different room for the pregame show?
Not long.
10 seconds.
So we
So
got
that's probably good. What's the other game?
about 9 minutes. then.
Trivia. It's a trivia question I came up with.
Let's do trivia, and then
Yeah,
we'll
do
do this
trivia.
next week.
Alrighty.
Now we
Trivia
know
time.
that we like to think.
Sam,
No,
this
we
better
suck
not be
at
the lone
asking
time we're on the
questions.
same team.
Alrighty. Let me switch to the trivia background.
The German Schnitzel.
I'm
Chat
gonna
back
put
off. And
this here.
Ben Vallis, that's funny. The guess is funny too, Ben Vallis. You're 2 for 2.
I can't believe it was. Oh, someone should have done peaches.
All right. We'll go to the wheel.
I never said he
And we'll
played
see
with
who's
Paul
in it.
Pierce, RJ.
Jack, we got to make the wheel colors less ugly.
Oh, I think they're beautiful. Fits the background.
Justin.
Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
This will be. This person is not on Justin's team. Oh, Justin was on the wheel twice. Well, Justin was always getting picked then. Oops.
Congrats, Justin.
Thank you.
Bottom team is gonna be Cam, Sam, and Bobby.
Oh,
Never
know
gonna
what
be
this
a
Bobby
says.
and I are split.
Gruesome twosome, baby.
That's horrendous.
If
This
you love
week,
the wheel loves
Jack
you
has
back.
rigged the wheel.
All right, Bobby and Justin.
All right, Bobby, let's do this. Let's do
is
this.
automatic.
It's Team
Okay.
Am versus
Masterson?
not Am.
Let's get it, Justin.
Let's do it.
Wait, so are we not teammates, Bobby?
No, fuck
Yep.
Bobby.
Justin.
Is
All
it
my
you and
homies
me,
hate
Sam?
Bobby. It's us two.
All right, I'm just typing it in here so it's on the screen when I ask you. Okay,
Sorry, Sam,
I
I
don't.
just missed
Let's
whatever
change
you
the
just
song
said.
up. Let's change the song up.
I don't need. Okay, what the
Go
fuck?
back to the
Emo?
steamy
Jack can be
elevator.
alone. What are we doing?
The
All
man
right.
spent most of his day alone. They put
Now-
Jack in the box today.
Unlike our past trivia question, I don't need stat head for this because the question is simply
Chat off,
longest
by the way.
names. Longest names, whoever played for the Celtics. So I'm gonna add up the letters in the names, and whoever has the most letters of all your,
We're
We'll go-
never going to be able to do this in 7 minutes.
we're gonna go 6 guesses each. Well, just guess fast. We're gonna go 6 guesses each because each of you will get to go 3 times, and it's even. Actually, there's only 2 of you. You guys can come to an agreement on a 5th option. We'll keep it to the normal 5 for trivia. But
You
yeah,
should give us a 10-second cap though to the benefit of time.
we'll 15 seconds. We'll give you a little time. I'll put a
It's your-
timer on my
it's your
phone.
show, man.
Or respectfully, I know, it's okay.
And you guys are
Justin-
welcome. I know Cam, you said you have an out at 7, but Bobby and Justin, you're welcome to stick around for pregame. Figure
Yeah,
we'll
you
do a
do it.
collab.
I'll put the link in the chat. You're
Do
welcome.
it.
You don't have to, but okay. 15-second timer, Justin. Give me the longest name you can think of.
Oh, man, why do Bobby, can you go first? I wasn't even. I had my
Full
thinking
name
cap
or,
on yet.
or first
Either of
and
you.
last?
Either of you.
Vitaly Potapenko.
Oh, that was gonna be mine. I hate you.
That's a great one. I've just been
Oh,
watching Jack count the whole time.
oh man.
15.
Jack, I bet if you Google how many letters is this, you could get.
Oh,
like
it's
a-
first and last?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Cam or Sam, one of you. Hit me.
Shaquille O'Neal.
It's not bad.
a good guess.
I went backwards with it.
Turpin, you up?
Also,
Gershon,
there's
you have a
punctuation.
Oh, I love that
good.
guess.
I'm not
that's
counting.
good.
Yeah.
One sec. I'm not counting punctuation. So 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, don't count.
If we lose by 1, I'm
5,
counting it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What'd you say, Justin?
Gershon.
You
Great
boo.
guess. I just want to make sure. I literally have to spell these right for the sake of the game. So let me Google him and copy paste just so I don't mess it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
We'll take it.
You ready, Cam?
I'm just seeing if there's a how many letters in this word calculator. I don't think it's that helpful. Okay, Sam, go.
I'm gonna try and pronounce this the best I can.
Yeah,
Jezisimilor Ojale.
Oh,
No,
yes.
Oh,
It's Shemi.
Semi is short for his
I
full
know.
name.
Yeah, his full name is Jesus.
I know.
That's good, Sam.
Look at Jack's face. Says it all.
I don't know if I can allow that. We're doing
What do you mean you
basketball.
can't
reference.
allow that? It's his fucking name.
I'm copy pasting from
Not on the
basketball
roster.
reference, and
Not on the
so
roster.
it's not his name. Just like
What do you
Bam. is
mean? What do you mean it's not
Edgar.
his name? If you're on what is on basketball
Well,
reference
on the
is
roster, it's
Jezisimilor. I mean, I could bang you for the middle name too if you want.
on the roster. It said Shemi. It never
What does
once
it say at the top of his basketball reference page?
If you're
I'll
gonna
let
veto
you-
my guess, I should get another guess.
Sure,
Eddie
you can have another guess,
Palladino
but no
never once said
scamming.
the
I am
full
looking
thing.
whatever the top name is on
I
basketball
thought that was
reference.
good.
The top name. I want the top name.
Unfair.
It's not like a Tommy Heinsohn.
That's a good one.
Did you know? Did you just know that was his first name?
I knew he had a longer first name.
Yeah, that's not.
I knew
bad.
Semi was short for something.
And then did you Google what is semi short for?
No, I just Googled Semi, and that came up.
That's why it doesn't count. You can't. Can you just Google?
Cheating.
Did this guy ever have a 3 steal
Sam,
game?
you did the
No,
right
he
thing.
Man's on PEDs.
Hell no.
That's not cheating.
Man's
It's his
on
name.
PEDs.
Absolutely cheating. That is the definition of cheating.
All right,
You
give me
Googled
Kristaps.
it. Okay.
Oh, nice. Good pull.
I don't know if he gets a turn now. Might be a zero.
No,
if
you
you're
get
gonna
the turn,
veto
you get
my
the turn.
guess, I get a turn. It's unbelievable.
It's a pretty good recovery.
This ruined
Seven-
Sam's night.
All right. Salute
Each team has
to,
2 more or 3 more.
3 more each. We're doing
Three
5
more.
more.
to the chat and to
We'll be a little late for pregame. It's okay.
salute to the chat. I might not have the first name right, but I think it's Dwayne Shincius. Definitely Shincius.
It's borderline at best.
Get out of here, Tabatabaie.
Sam, I got a 13 one in the bag if we need, but
Go to
let's
13.
let's dream
Yeah, I
bigger
got a long
dreams.
one, Bobby.
I
In
should
Turpin
pull
we trust.
Horford on you just to pull his full name too.
Alfredo.
But I'm not gonna.
You wouldn't get it. I'm going by basketball reference and copy pasting the top name.
Does Xavier Tillman Senior count?
If it says that at the top of his
They
basketball
say it at
reference,
the PA when he makes a shot.
is that your
Sure
guess?
do.
It,
Well,
it,
it's
it
giving
does
me a
say
senior.
Yes.
it does say senior at the top of his basketball reference page.
We'll
so I'm
take
gonna-
Xavier Tillman Senior, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, that counts. Good pull.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, but it's abbreviated Senior? Fuck that.
Nobody
Yeah,
writes notes.
You weren't
senior.
getting the whole thing. Come on now. That's
I
poppycock.
like
D. Okay. What y'all got up top?
Terp, this is
Juancho
huge.
Hernan Gomez.
Oh, great.
My
Great.
guy.
Now,
Justin is
I'm
a
gonna tell you
monster.
this. I made it for Sam. I'm gonna go by his basketball reference says. If it says Juan at the top, I'm gonna give you Juan.
Doesn't
So I'm
say
Definitely
gonna-
says
Juan.
Juancho. That
It
was
doesn't say
no,
Juan.
I think it's gonna say Juancho.
It does say
Early,
Juancho.
either way, we
I
have
was
the
just,
last name.
I was just giving.
Yeah, Hernan
I was
Gomez
just-
is
At least he's being fair. Not
that's
Justin,
tough but fair. That
phenomenal.
Jack Simone.
Thank you.
Oh, that was the
Hmm.
from the parking
on.
lot. What a
God
haymaker
damn
that
it!
was.
You guys made me laugh. I miscount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13,
Do you
14, 18.
do you know what the longest names are or no?
No, I have no idea. I saw this question on TikTok.
That could be the longest one for sure. That's so good.
That might be. How many was that?
18,
18.
66 for them.
It's only one more than Porzingis. Don't worry.
Robert Williams the third.
I thought about it.
Good
That was
guess.
probably going to be mine.
Good guess.
Yeah, we'll just take a nice hearty guess while we think of an haymaker there.
We gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 3 sticks. We could take Terry Rozier too.
Guess 4 on. Not that they weren't thinking it properly.
Terry Rozier's not as good. Terry's notably one
You
less
still
letter
get
than
an extra
Robert.
3 digits.
Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah.
Up to you guys.
You got one, Bobby?
I'm between a couple options. All right, for the sake of
Think
time,
of Eastern Europeans.
potentially missing out on someone, I'll go with Jermaine O'Neal.
That's a nice pull. That's nice and that's sturdy.
It's a ripoff of the Shaq one, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, when you put it that way. I got a few that are like solid, Sam, I can think of.
How many
You
do we
guys
need, Jack?
You guys need a 17-letter name to win.
Oh my god.
Wait, this is our last guess?
Yep.
Let me spell this for myself then, because I don't know how to spell it. Whoa, I really don't know how to spell it. I'm glad I looked up. 1, 2, 3.
I don't. Without Googling myself, I can imagine there are some names that could win you the game.
I
Probably
got a 14. We need a 17.
We need a 17.
You need 16 to tie. Also,
Okay, so
for those in the chat waiting for our pregame show, we'll just jump over one more time with this. Most of
Yes.
the people who listen to us are in here anyways.
So Dennis Schroeder's no good then, huh?
No.
Wait, what's Svi's real name?
Svi.
Oh,
it is
it does
Svi.
come up to
It's
be,
just Svi?
It's just
does.
No,
Svi.
it's not.
It's
No,
just
it's not. It's longer, but
But
comes
they
up
only
on
they
reference.
only
It's just
refer to him
I
as
looked it
Svi.
up, so Sam, you got to get it.
They only refer to him as Svi.
It says Svi at the top of his basketball reference. It just says Svi.
Oh no.
It's not Sviatoslav.
Sviatoslav, no.
man.
I'm going to put a 30-second timer on for you guys, and we're going to get out of here.
What the heck?
It's 7:02.
Great
yeah.
delivery there.
Oh man.
30 seconds.
Got one.
30
got one.
seconds. Okay. You
Champagne.
have
Justin Champagne.
good guess.
Wow.
How many letters
Good
is
pull.
that?
I'm going to copy and paste.
I hope
but
it's not
find
like
out.
15.
I don't care. Hail the pit, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stop the count. Stop the count.
16.
Wow.
So we gotta go another round.
Still
You
alive,
guys-
Seth.
Yeah, we got to go another round, unfortunately, you fucks. Go ahead. You top 2. Go ahead, guys.
Well, but they can't take Dennis Schroeder. That's ours.
They can
I
take
mean,
whatever
that
they want.
it doesn't work that way, but
I bet. I want to take Schroeder because that's the only one they got, but I'm going to play fairly.
Only one they got, my ass. I got one.
Fine, then Dennis Schroeder. You want to play that game?
No, I don't know yet.
we'll take it. We'll take it. Put it on the board, Mr. Simone.
You guys taking
That
Dennis
was
Schroeder?
foolish of them. That was foolish of
Actually-
them, Cam. They'll rue this.
I can
No,
tie
they
it.
guessed. What is this?
You guys
We
did
did
You don't
guess
get to
Schroeder.
fucking
Hold
pump
on.
fake
Guys,
guesses.
Actually,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
We have not guessed.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You did guess. You said put it on the board. Verbatim,
that
put
13?
it on the board. 14.
We were thinking out loud.
No,
That's
no.
I was just making
If I'm
threats.
getting
Actually,
Empty
you
threats.
know what?
for Semi,
We,
I've
sta-
got
we
it.
stand on it. We stand on it
All right.
because it's longer than the name I was thinking.
all right. Let's not do Gerald Wallace because that's one short. So
Kendrick
not Gerald
Perkins,
Wallace.
15 game.
All right.
Ken
Yeah,
Perkins?
put it in
Don't
caps.
think
Put it
so.
in caps. Oh, Brian Scalabrine would have been a nice pull.
The
Oh, that would have been a
cockiness,
good one.
the cockiness of the other team brings them down.
Settled for a mid-ass 14. Oh,
Baited
RJ,
you into
best
Dennis
guess.
Schroeder.
Well, I was going to say Brad Wanamaker, hoping that his
Another
Oh,
page
RJ, phenomenal guess.
Oh,
was
Connie's up there.
Bradley.
However, I will say, I was thinking of names. Somebody put Vitor Favorani in the chat. Apparently, on Basketball Reference, this is how Vitor Favorani's name pops up. I'll put it right here.
Would
I'll
you
put
have
it
even
instead of
looked
chat.
if we guessed?
I would have had to because I was looking for everybody. So he would have gotten you the middle
Oh,
name
he's
too, 'cause it
Vitor
popped up.
Luis.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's
Luigi
stat
did
That's
padding
still
on
only
that
not a
seven
one.
bad
points,
guess either.
Okay, Thank y'all for tuning in. We are going to jump on over to the pregame show. Anybody of you guys are welcome to join us. Obviously, I know Sam, you have to go, but you guys are welcome to join us. I'll send you guys a link on Twitter to the pregame show if you'd like to join us. So we'll see you in there. Just go to the other live. Thanks for tuning in to Roundtable. We'll see y'all in the pregame.
Bye, gang.